2, and 1.
Attention hobbyists, sports fans, and collectors nationwide and abroad. It's time to get hype. Come on. About the hobby we are all a part of. Live from the Mojo Break Studios, it's Dan and Doug. Come on! So, get hype. Be hype. This is The Hype.
What is going down, everybody? MojoBreak.com, The Hype, episode number 97. Gonna be a fun show. Make sure you subscribe to us here on YouTube. We also have a podcast version, so shout out to all of our podcast listeners. I see those numbers growing every week, so we appreciate that. This week's show, we're going to talk Stadium Club. We're going to talk about NFL rookie quarterbacks, the first rounders from this year's draft class. Kind of talk about their auto, talk about what their potential might be. We're going to talk autograph hounds as well. I had a little take on that because there was some news coming out of the Vikings camp, and we may get weird and wacky. We got some cool topics to talk about today, so thanks for joining the show and listening. Dan, what's going on, dude?
It's chilling.
Yeah?
Back at it.
I was going to wear my pink shirt today, but it didn't come in time. I made a promise that I was going to come out and wear a pink shirt. But
Yeah, you can't do it.
I was going to do it.
Can't
I was
support
going to
it.
prove you wrong that
Can't
I
do
could
it.
pull it off.
No, you can't pull it off.
I can do it.
That's okay, dude. You can't do it.
So can C-Rad pull it off?
Maybe, but
No?
Tough.
C-Rad,
Yeah.
do you have a pink shirt in your repertoire?
No, I don't.
No? You going
but
out
if I
pink
do,
shirt?
I gotta do like Cameron, like with the big earring, the fur, the mink hat.
there you go.
Now, do you wear what kind of if you wear pink, are you like, can you wear like blue jeans, black? I guess it goes with anything, right?
Well,
Do you have to wear a pink hat
Does
You might
pink
have to
go with
wear-
everything?
You might have to wear pink velour sweats.
to go with it?
Ooh.
How about just
Ooh.
a pink velour suit, taking it back to my early 2000s days?
Take that.
All right. Well, yeah, we got a fun little show here, episode 97. We're getting close to 100, guys. So we're going to have a little bash for episode 100 with some fun giveaways and things like that. But I wanted to jump right into something that's near and dear to my heart. Stadium Club released today, 2019 Topps Stadium Club Baseball. It offers 2 autographs a box. Cases are 16-box cases. Lots of base cards, lots of SPs. They've got chrome in there, which are awesome. They have chrome superfractors. They have the gold mint chromes. So lots of fun stuff. We broke a case this morning. What did you think, Dan? What did you think about Stadium Club?
It was good. On-card autos, some short prints, some photo variations. Got a little bit of everything. Full bleed photography, which is cool. There's a Mariano Rivera. That's a short print. That's pretty dope. But the action photos are some of the best photos that you're going to see in pretty much any release.
Yeah.
It's a really, really cool set to build. I don't know if I love the added addition of the box toppers.
Yeah, that was kind of like,
And they're some of them are coming out of the box kind of mangled.
yeah.
So that was could have gone without that. They do have autoed versions of it that are going to be super hard to hit. But I don't know. I mean, it was I was actually thinking while we were opening it up, when did they re-release Stadium Club? Was it 2014?
I believe it was 15. I think they've been going on 3 or 4 years now. I'll have to fact check that. But as you could see in this slide, and we'll get to that, 1991 was when it was born. And we'll get into some of that nostalgia. But I wanted to touch on, we pulled that Vlad in the first case. We pulled the Chris Bryant's. The autographs look awesome. I know Dan kind of compared them to kind of like in-person autos, but that's the whole point of the set, is to kind of look that way.
It's the autos are shaded a little bit where the autos are supposed to go, but some of the cards, like, you could see the player was probably struggling on where to put it.
Yeah.
Like, don't want to put it directly on the photo. Some of them kind of went off to the side. There was a couple, like, I think Kevin Newman.
Yeah,
maybe.
his was a little weird.
His was like a little off. But they do kind of look like in-person autos.
What do you think, Justin Verlander? Justin Verlander is one of his SPs as the thumbs up. Is somebody saying, have you seen my girlfriend, or my wife actually? Is he married to her now? He's like, have you seen my girl? So thumbs up.
What's going on,
She's
Mike?
She's out of my league. But what's up, Mike? What's up, Steve? Thanks for joining the chat. But yeah, Stadium Club, a good set builder set. I know a lot of people, grew up in the 80s and 90s like ourselves here, and it brings it back to that 1991 Stadium Club, which was near and dear to my heart. That was one of the sets that me and my dad built by opening packs, just building the set, going back to the shop, buying more packs, and
it was kind of one of the first considered premium releases.
Premium, yeah,
because it had kind of a gloss. It had a gloss. Also had a. It had the gloss feel and the full bleed photos.
And they represented Kodak. You don't see that on cards anymore, where it's like it's Kodak. This is a selling feature back then. We're like Kodak cards. Beautiful photography. And you could see that they really didn't know how to, with the technology then, they could only really put that little holofoil bar on the bottom by using the full bleed rather than the matte finish. So it's kind of like a trial and error.
It's a cross promotion. Topps was trying to, help out Kodak.
Yeah, exactly. It was definitely a partnership with Kodak, and they had those packs that could easily have been searched because of the way the wax packs were back then. But it was a fun time. Like for me growing up, I had sets. My parents built sets like from Santa, or actually Santa brought them. I don't want to ruin anybody's Christmas here, but I had like 87, 88, 89, and 90 under the tree every year, and then 91. My dad's like, I love these cards. Let's build it, and it was fun. So Nolan Ryan, that was a cool card to get. Frank Thomas was obviously the big chase then, is one of the big rookies. Him and Jeff Bagwell back in 1991. But what was disheartening, and this set not only got my love going for the hobby, but it also turned me away from the hobby at the same time, because you watched it. If we didn't have eBay back then, so we were following Beckett, and I'd buy a Beckett every 6 months or whatever just to look it up. And it was, when the set started, it was worth like $300, and the Frank Thomases were worth like $50-$60, and we had a ton of them. We had like 10 Frank Thomases, so we're like looking like, yeah, it's a good investment. So a couple years later, the set's worth like $150. A couple years later, set's worth $100. A couple years later, set's worth $50. A couple years later, set's worth $15, and you're like, why did I collect these cards? I just wasted my time. I have nothing to show for what we did. I mean, other than the memories, which is amazing. But that was like, all right, this hobby, these cards aren't worth anything. I'm going to move on. And then we got back into it in 2009, 2010. But Stadium Club, near and dear to my heart. So every time Stadium comes out on the calendar year, it brings back those warm and fuzzy memories of opening these packs and building this set and getting your Ultra Pro book and your sleeves and stuff like that going down. So yeah. Stadium Club, but Stadium Club came out in 1991, and because of lack of stories today, I wanted to see if either of you guys, 1991, if you guys can take the top 25 Billboard, and off the top of the dome, see if any of you guys, not only in the chat, don't Google, but C-Rad and Dan, can you name any popular songs from 1991 that were on the Billboard chart? The top 25.
Can't Touch Us, MC Hammer.
No.
No, dude, really? Was it 90 then?
Could have been.
I Saw the Sign.
Ace of Base? Nope, not in the top 25.
Ice Ice Baby.
Nope. The number one song was from a movie soundtrack, and it's not The Bodyguard.
You said movie, but not The Bodyguard?
Not The Bodyguard, but it was a hit movie of that year as well.
Animation.
No.
Paula Abdul. Straight Up.
There was a Paula Abdul song on the list, but it wasn't that song.
Interesting.
It was a song called Rush Rush, was number 4.
Oh, I love Rush Rush.
And you want to sing it?
Rush, Rush. That's all I know.
Well, I know the next line. It would be very awkward if you sang it.
Is Madonna on there?
Madonna is not. Yes, she is number 21 with "Justify My Love."
Oh, dude. Well,
You're gonna say that?
Yeah, that was.
Well, the song that was number 1 was from Robin Hood, the movie Robin Hood. Remember the remake?
Oh yeah.
The serious one, not the Men in Tights.
I can't hear you.
Yes.
Bryan Adams.
Yeah, Everything I Do it for You is number 1 song in 1991.
I love it.
Yeah, I actually don't.
favorite
I don't
song.
even think I know that song. I don't think so.
Everything I do.
I heard my dad sing that
do it
song
for you.
like
No,
every day.
doesn't.
It's like a wedding song. It's like one of the it was probably on your list to choose from.
No, it wasn't.
No.
No.
Because
Bryan Adams is
there's
a G.
no yeah, it was a good jam.
We had Limp Bizkit.
Number 2 was by Color Me Bad. Was the second song on 1991.
I Wanna or
Yep, I Wanna Sex You Up. That was number 2, and then number.
I thought you said this was a good year for music.
It was.
Bryan
That's great
Adams,
year.
dude.
Yeah, Bryan
Great
Adams.
year, dude.
No.
Number 3 was known kind of as a workout song, kind of dance workout song.
Move your body.
Yes, gonna make you sweat. Everybody dance now. Number 5 was a song that I never heard of. One More Try by Timmy T.
Oh, dude, I think I remember that one.
Yeah.
One more try. How does that go?
I don't know, man.
How's it go, Dan?
It was like I'm not singing it, but it was like a slow jam, R&B jam.
I Adore Mia Moore. Yeah, that was on there, I believe. Mia Moore was, I think it's on the list there.
Oh, yes.
Color
I
Me
love
Bad.
Timmy
Yeah,
T.
so Color Me
I
Bad.
love that Timmy T song, son.
How's that Timmy T sing it, dude?
It
How's
goes,
it go?
I always sing it on the stream. One more try.
Oh, yeah.
Give me one
I thought that was Phil
more
Collins.
try.
Phil
Oh,
Collins
yeah.
is in the song, no?
No, I think the Timmy T song is a different song. But
I think one more. That's Phil Collins, no?
No, yeah, I think you're right. I think C-Rad just made a
No, that was One More Time.
yeah
It
one
was
more
one
yeah,
more time.
I think you were singing One More Time, but oof.
And then number 5 was kind of a song that you might be into. Actually, number 6 and number 7. You're unbelievable.
Oh,
EMF.
who were those people?
EMF.
EMF?
Yes, that was their name.
Tip of my tongue.
One more try.
And then one of the popular acoustic songs, number 7, by a band that I think that was their only hit, maybe. And we had a friend that had the nickname of this band.
Ah.
Yeah.
No, More Than Words.
Yes. I'm getting some. Is anybody playing the show or something? I'm getting like a little bit of a playback here, but
Oh, shoot, my man.
yeah. So that's Baby Baby by Amy Grant.
Yeah, I don't think 91 was a good year for
Motown
music.
Philly, number 11. Because I Love You by Stevie B. Someday by Mariah Carey. High Enough by Damn Yankees.
Ooh, that was a good one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
From a
Ted
Distance.
Nugent.
Let me see if I can name the song and you can name the artist. From a Distance.
No.
Bette Midler. All the Man That I Need.
Ooh.
Whitney Houston.
I don't know, man.
Oh, here you go. Right Here, Right Now. Jesus Jones. Yes. Love Will Never Do Without You, Janet Jackson. Good Vibrations. Oh, number 20, Good Vibrations. Marky Mark. Maybe he cracked it.
You're Marky Mark. I'm Marky Mark, and you are the Funky Bunch.
All right, so we'll move on. In 91, not only was great for me, but my favorite movie of all time came out in 1991. It still is my favorite movie of all time.
The Mighty Ducks?
And it's not Robin Hood, but it was number 1 on the box office that year. See if you guys could name that. No.
No, that was like 93, I think. No, wait, hold up. Was it a funny movie?
No.
No, not funny?
It was a blockbuster, though. No. Anybody know in the chat the number 1 movie of 1991?
True Lies?
No.
No.
Right actor, though.
Terminator.
Yes.
Terminator 2.
Yes. Judgment Day. That's my favorite movie of all time. So I had 1991 Stadium Club and Terminator 2. I'm
Actually,
totally geeking out right now.
I was also
at
thinking-
at 9 years old. That was like
How many times did you watch that movie, Doug?
200 times, man. Easily. I had the VHS, if some of you guys remember that. Obviously, our chat's a little bit the same age as us, so they remember it. But anybody sub 30 probably does not know what a
91, that was a
VHS.
great year for music, dude. I
Ooh,
like all those
dude,
songs.
I strongly disagree with you, C-Rad.
And then we had
Not a good year for rock, but
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves was number 2. Beauty and the Beast was number 3. Silence of the Lambs number 4. City Slickers.
That was a good flick.
Hook. The Addams Family.
Rufio.
Sleeping with the Enemy. Father of the Bride. Naked Gun 2.5 cracked the top 10. Fried Green Tomatoes. Cape Fear. Ooh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. I think that was the introduction of Shredder, right?
Yes.
Secret of the Ooze.
Yes, that was with Vanilla Ice was in the flick, right?
Yeah,
That was like his
yeah.
last.
That song was good. That
Yeah.
wasn't on your
Ninja,
chart.
go,
Go
Ninja,
Go Ninja Go.
That was awesome.
That was a good jam.
That was awesome. Backdraft, Prince of Tides, Hot Shots got 18, 101 Dalmatians reissue, Boys in the Hood 23,
Yep.
Ooh, that was
Doc Hollywood 24, My Girl 22, Bugsy 25. So yeah, geeking out on 91 stuff here, guys.
Oh yeah.
You know,
One more try.
we gotta find out what Tommy T sounds like. Does anybody know?
Dude.
This is like the greatest high school dance slow dance song year. It is totally. Oh man.
I think it's Timmy T, isn't it?
Yes, Timmy.
Is it Tommy T or Timmy T?
Dennis in the chat got it right. One more try, Timmy T, baby. Dennis
Yeah,
C
dude,
got it
here-
right.
Here it is.
You got it? I want to
got
get
it.
blocked. You only play like 10 seconds.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I don't even remember this jam.
1991 songs remind me of Napoleon Dynamite.
All right, let me go forward before we get blocked here.
Dude. Talk during it. Oh, kind of. I kind of remember it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the feels.
Oh, the sappy song,
I
huh?
love it. Everything. Bryan Adams, everything I do makes sense to me. Number one.
That's a good jam.
Karaoke material.
So bring back that nostalgia. We've got some Stadium Club rocking today. Stadium Club 8 box, not only randoms but some PYTs on the schedule.
The show gets blocked because of Timmy T. I'm gonna be pissed.
Come on, Timmy T. But what I was gonna say, you guys remember these? And for those that are listening to the podcast, before we move on from Stadium Club, I want to put my Stadium Club 2019 cards in this thing. The biggest screw down of all time. Not only was it a screw down to protect your cards, but you could use it as a weapon at your front door.
Was that they used to sell those by they had like a 3/4 inch, a 1/2 inch, and a full inch.
Yeah, that's big.
I think that's a 3/4 inch. I think they had a bigger one than that.
They had a bigger one.
I think
than
they
that.
had a full inch. That might be a full inch.
Does anybody still use that for your cards? Like you get?
I think I have some. I'll bring
You
them
do.
in.
I know your dad gave you some,
Yeah,
right?
I got some, and I think they're like fireproof.
They were still
you
selling them
can-
at our distributor, not too still right now, don't they?
Yeah, I mean they're allocated.
Like how many could you even fit in a box? Like 2? I mean,
See,
like,
our next buyback product is going to be nothing but
Screw downs.
1 inch screw downs.
But seriously, who thought that like this is what we're gonna roll out? I mean, for one, how much did that thing cost to make?
Yeah, it looks
Dude,
expensive.
I have some like common rookies that are screwed down like that. So
Jeez, it's like a whole
Yeah.
coffee table worth of glass there, or what, plastic. You know, that's insane. I mean, like look how deep the screws are on that thing.
Yeah, I remember when I first started breaking, I had a couple of old school customers. They were like, "Yeah, I only like to pull my cards in screw downs." I was like, "Oh, all right."
I don't know how long did these last. I can't even remember. We kept our cards in binders back in the day. I didn't have anything in screw downs, but
those were mid to late 90s. Those were the rage.
yeah. If you guys are listening to the podcast, just Google search thick screw down card holders, and you'll see what we're talking about. If you don't remember them, but just insanely thick, just an absolute gross amount of thick plastic around your card.
I mean,
like,
if you do
like
care-
bulletproof, like did
No.
anybody bulletproof? Did anybody
you-
shoot a gun into that
If
thing?
you care about your collection, that's where you were going.
Oh, that's
where you
highbrow
were going.
collecting.
Yeah,
It's highbrow, huh?
Yeah.
That's like the creme de la creme of collecting.
I'm not using these top loaders. I'm going inch thick.
Make sure you put card holder in that search, right? Yeah, exactly. Card holder. yeah. That's a good point. You might come up with something you don't want to see. So yeah, Stadium Club. We've got 8 box breaks rocking today. 2 autos per box.
Don't go in your Google search and put in thick screw down.
Might take you to a different type of website there. But yeah, so we got that rocking all throughout the week. Stadium Club, on-card autos, lots of chase. They got dual autos. And we're shipping all based on our pick your team style. So you guys you want to collect your team, you're a Yankees fan or Pirates fan, you can get all the cards from your team. So, but I wanted to move on before we get into NFL. I saw this today, and I thought this was kind of a cool thing to discuss. The Minnesota Vikings have officially banned all adults from getting autographs at their training camp. So I wanted to talk about, because this is the industry that we're in. A lot of guys like to get in-person autos. What do you guys think? Is this acceptable? I obviously have kids, and I actually was never had the cojones enough to wait in line and try to get guys to sign stuff for me. So is this a good move, or is this a bad move? Is this pissing off fans? Dan,
It's a good move.
it's a good move.
Let's let the kids get the in-person autographs. And plus, the athletes probably are going to be more inclined to want to sign for kids than adults. Let's face it.
Yeah.
If you were in their shoes, you would probably want to sign for kids over just some adult that may or may not be trying to sell it.
That's what I'm thinking. Is these guys are like, I'm giving you $30. I'm giving you $30. I'm giving you $30.
And
I'm giving you $30.
That's not necessarily the case, though. I mean, there's there's
There
people,
is people.
I mean, there's people who are fans, and
What do you think the percentage is there?
75-25 to people who want to flip.
75% of people?
25% who want to basically hold on to it.
Now, do you think that, like, star power wise, like, I'm trying to think of a guy like a Steven Duggar auto in person probably wouldn't sell for much. Do you think?
I don't
you
think the people who are looking for in-person autographs are heading for the Steven Duggars.
Right.
Of
So
the
I'm
world.
saying, as Steven Duggar, are you more apt to be like, I'll sign for anybody because I know these guys aren't selling my auto, or like
Man, that is a blow to the ego. That is like you're coming full circle on your whole career. You're all, I'm gonna go ahead and sign this for you because there's no way you're gonna be able to make money off my auto.
Well, you never know. You got to accept what you have in life at some point, right?
Poor Steven Duggar. He did nothing to us.
I know. It was the name that I came across right now because I know I don't want a Steven Duggar auto as a Giants fan. So,
But Topps does.
Topps does.
Topps holds him in high regard right now.
Well,
He's been pretty much every product.
Well, do you think that's also a case of them signing for Topps now? Because back in the '80s, they probably didn't sign for companies as much as they do now, obviously.
And they know there's money involved.
Right. They know
because-
they're getting paid
yeah.
$20, so they're thinking, why am I doing this for free for fans? But you also have to find that common balance of not making fans pissed at you, right? You don't want to have that Barry. Sorry, you don't have that. You don't have that Barry Bonds. You don't want that Barry Bonds effect of like getting talked about how people hate you.
Yeah.
Mike says it's an excellent move. It's weird for a 40-year-old man to ask a 20-year-old athlete to write his name on a piece of paper or football or baseball card. And I know some of them have been doing, I think it's Zach Greinke or somebody does, they won't sign just their name. They'll put two so that the person won't be able to sell
Oh
it
yeah,
for as much.
Zach Wheeler, I think.
Yeah. It says like, what's your name? To John. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
and that's actually even more time consuming. But I think he does that because he knows if it's personalized, you're not going to be able to sell it unless you find another John. But wonder if people do that. They just come up with the most common first names.
Yeah, Bob.
Bob, Frank.
Yeah, it's
Mike.
in the industry that we're in, we do events and we have lines of people, like Topps will have, they had Yelich and we all lined up as, 40-year-old men.
Oh, I thought you were like, we do events and we have lines for people waiting for our autograph. Right? I thought that's where you're going with it. The only people, Doug will have people come up to him ask for autographs. I don't think it's ever happened to me.
No, but the one time it happened, I was like, oh, this is my kids. And they were like 5 to 7 years old. And it was at the National. And the guy was like, hey, my kids are big fans. Can you, sign your auto? I'm like, me? Yeah, like blushing, me? And then I'm like, yeah. And I signed it. And then something happened in like a break or something like got misshipped for this particular customer with the kids that asked for my autographs. And one of the complaints he had was, I even had my kids ask for your autograph. And I'm like, but I thought they really wanted it. Like, that was a favor? Damn it. So, but yeah. Funny story. But no, I've had like a couple people, but no, it's.
Oh, yes.
Kinda, who would want my auto?
Sparty got some autos.
Yeah, that's right. So, but yeah, I thought that was interesting. I wonder if more teams follow suit. You got the Vikings doing it. I think, yeah, the kids should be first. And if the athlete has some time, maybe divulge into the 40-year-old plus crowd.
What about if the adult is wearing your jersey, like to the game? Like he's obviously a fan. Do you go for that adult? You're like, you know what? You went out and paid money for a jersey with my name on it. Let me sign some stuff for you.
Maybe, but this same guy probably goes to Angels camp. He's wearing a Trout jersey. He goes to Red Sox camp. He's wearing a Mookie Betts jersey. He goes.
What
to
if he
Chiefs
goes to a
camp.
Giants game and he has a Steven Duggar jersey?
Yeah, well then you got it. It's like the guys that ask for replacement for Topps. Like they have a Tim Raines auto that's they're not going to get.
What players do you collect?
What players do you collect? I don't know. Mike Trout, Michael Jordan, Luka Doncic. Those are my favorite guys.
Those are the only guys I collect.
Yeah, the only guys. Yeah, nobody else. I just those ones, the ones that sell the most. I mean, the ones that I like the most. So, but we'll move on to talking about football. Elite football as came out today. We did a case of it this morning. It was pretty awesome. We had a nice Dwayne Haskins. We had a 101. They had a good amount of vets in there. So it's kind of the first pivotal release that has autographs from the rookie premiere where the guys are in their jerseys. You can see on our main screen here with the Kyler. They're in their jersey. It's, football's near. It's kind of like that, almost like that Series 1 effect with baseball. Elite kind of is like, all right, it's about time to start thinking about football because basketball's over. Baseball's, kind of in the middle. And, like, we're in the summer, so we're like, August is about the time that football starts. So Elite kind of kicks that off, kind of gets people's mind thinking about football. And I wanted to get you guys to have a conversation. I know it's super early. We haven't really seen any training camps or any preseason games, but there was 3 quarterbacks drafted in the first round. Kyler Murray to the Cardinals, Dwayne Haskins to the Redskins, and Daniel Jones to the Giants. Those are the 3 first-rounders. Those are the ones that are going to be the most talked about, the ones that are going to have the most collectability. Who's your guy? Is it Kyler? Is it Daniel Jones? Or is it Haskins? Who are you thinking?
Okay, are we...
Let's say you had money to invest and you had to pick one.
Are you talking about this year or overall career-wise?
Let's say overall career-wise.
Overall career-wise.
Yes.
Ooh. You know what? I'm actually I'm going to change it up. I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. So this year, out of the gate, I think Dwayne Haskins is the guy that you want to invest money in the short term.
Yeah.
I think Daniel Jones is the guy you want to invest money in the long term.
Okay.
I think Kyler Murray is a guy that you may want to step away from.
I mean, Kyler Murray's prices are high out of the gate, right?
Yeah, and I think right now I don't think it's a good investment, and I think you want to just kind of avoid Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that. I'm on board with Daniel Jones. I know a lot of people laughed, and Giants fans were upset.
What about in the short term? Because you invest in Daniel Jones right now, he's probably, if the Giants have their way, he's probably not going to play this year.
He's not going to play this year.
What about Alex Smith? What's up with that for?
Alex Smith's not going to play this year. I would be surprised if he may play next year. I would say there's probably a 50-50 chance of him ever coming back, but I doubt he's coming back this year. Highly doubt it.
Yeah, he's throwing, but he can't run yet. So
that's going to be
away.
Haskins' team. He's going to be out of the gate. I think he's going to be the starter. I mean, they did sign somebody else. Did they sign? Did they have? Is it Case?
I think it's Case. Yeah.
Is it Case Keenum?
Yeah.
Case Keenum may be the starter. Week 1, week 2. They lose a couple games. It's going to be a short leash, and Dwayne Haskins is going to be the guy. And he's built like a quarterback. I think in the short term, he is going to be the best guy out of the first round.
Yeah, and I like him as a short-term investment as well, but I almost like just, the Jameis Winston effect. I look at him and I'm like, that's Jameis Winston 2.0. So hopefully, I mean, Jameis Winston's career's not over yet, but he's had a long time to try to do something. He hasn't done anything.
Winston's put up pretty. Winston might be a guy that you want to invest. They have Bruce Arians now.
Yeah, but he did lose his job to Ryan Fitzpatrick.
But he's the quarterback whisperer. If anybody's going to be able to get Winston on the right track, it's going to be Bruce Arians.
So whose team has the best weapons? Do we think the Redskins have the best weapons around these quarterbacks? I'm thinking that. I mean, you got who knows how many running backs. One of those running backs is going to get cut. I mean, they got Bryce Love. They got Darius Jice. They've got Adrian Peterson. They
got Chris Thompson. But Bryce Love's probably not the number one guy.
No.
It's probably Adrian Peterson. And then, how do you say his name, TJ? Geis?
I think Geis is going to get the heavy workload this year, I would think.
No,
basically.
dude,
I know he came off an injury, but
he's coming off an injury, and he hasn't played a snap. Adrian Peterson's he's going to be the guy.
But Adrian Peterson might be reduced to like who was that guy in the Panthers that was just a goal line back for years?
Oh, dude, not Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson, he's gonna play until he can't play anymore. And
that might be week 1.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
Adrian Peterson will be a guy who he's not going to be the every down back, but he's going to get a majority of the carries if he's not hurt.
Yeah.
He'll probably put up about 800 yards if he doesn't get hurt.
I will take it over.
I see Jice getting about 250, 300 yards.
No. Jice over 1,000.
Oh, dude, are you?
Adrian Peterson will be lucky to crack 400 or 500.
Okay, yeah, you're high. Yeah, there's no way Jice is getting 1,000 yards.
Your stats are high on Adrian Peterson. That's
Adrian Peterson 800 yards for a season. If he doesn't get hurt, is a bad season for him.
Is there anybody older besides Frank Gore in the league? Is Frank Gore even in the league?
Frank's still there.
Okay, so there's one guy that's older than Adrian Peterson who's running the ball.
Yeah, I don't. Are they? They may even be the same age.
And you never know. I mean, Peterson may just beat another kid, and then he might not be playing. I mean, there's always that factor as well.
I said if he stays healthy, that goes along with if he stays.
Oh,
out of
that's in
trouble
that
as
same
well,
category.
yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, I think Jice is going to be the man. A lot of people are already on that hype train. I got Shilbit or what, but for the Mojo collection, I got a Contenders, and it went all the way up to $100 for Darius Jice.
I think I think right now is the time to invest in Jameis Winston. How about that?
Go ahead.
How about that?
Go ahead on that Jameis
How
Winston
about that?
Island by yourself.
I'm going to take so much.
And Mariota too at the same time.
I'm
The
gonna
worst,
take- I'm
the
gonna
worst
take
QBR in the league.
I'm going to take so many Mojo bucks, and we're just going to we're trading in our Sean Mannion collection for Jameis Winston.
Famous Jameis eating W's.
Eating W's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that really makes me want to buy his cards too. Oh.
Could have been eating L's.
Well, that's what he does every day, every game. But yeah, Mariota and Winston are probably in the lowest among active quarterbacks for stats.
Mariota's not a bad. He
Another year, we give 4 years. He's still developing.
I actually like both those guys. I like Mariota as well.
Dude, you must really like the year of 2015. I know Gurley came out that year, but Jesus.
Mariota, he's a good quarterback.
No.
Get some weapons around him. He's a baller.
No.
He's a baller.
He hasn't shown me anything. And he can't stay healthy. He's hurt like every other game. Like he gets a splinter in his finger and he can't play anymore. He's like, oh God, I got a splinter. I can't play. That's how he does it.
I'd take Mariota over Garoppolo.
Oh my God. Now you're high.
No.
Now you're high. But Haskins does. I mean, you look at his receiver core. Obviously, we talked about the running backs, but Haskins' receiver core is Doxson. Or no, they moved Doxson. They've got Paul Richardson and no, they have Doxson. They moved to Crowder. Richardson and Doxson are his number 1 and his number 2. So he's got a good running game, but can Paul Richardson and Josh Doxson be good enough for Dwayne Haskins to thrive?
Don't they have Crowder?
No, he's gone. He's on the Jets.
Oh. I got the run. Chris Thompson.
It's a pass. That'll be great for a rookie quarterback. I mean,
It'll be
dump off dude.
They gotta have a tight end, right?
Chris Cooley.
No.
I don't know. They had Jordan Reed, right? Is he still there?
Yeah, Jordan Reed.
And they got Jeremy Sprinkle. Vernon Davis is still on their depth chart according to ourlads.com, which maybe I'm on the
Selling
wrong
them
website.
smoothies.
I mean, they do have Gruden. The dumber Gruden. They got Gruden though.
I don't.
The dumb.
I don't know who's dumber after last year, but we'll see. Time will tell.
Dumber.
Time will tell on old Hard Knocks Gruden. So, are you excited for Hard Knocks? By the way, C-Rad?
Overly excited.
I'm excited.
I'm
gonna subscribe to HBO just to watch it.
You know that's gonna be good. You know that's gonna be entertaining.
Well, what's it like to have your team on Hard Knocks? I don't know what that's like.
The only thing that would make it even more entertaining is if Marshawn Lynch was there.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
But oh man, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I only wanted to focus on the first round, but I do like Will Grier. We were talking about Will Grier. We could have talked about some Drew Lock as well, but I do like Will Grier. He's got some wheels. Cam Newton, and he can't even buy a seat on a plane for $1,500. I mean,
Cam Newton still is one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
I can't dispute that, but
I would.
I mean, he's no Mariota, Dan. According to you,
Mariota's a good ball player. But what about was it Ryan Finley?
For the Bengals, yeah.
I think it's time. I think it's time to move on.
Well, the Red Rocket gets you to playoffs every year.
I think it's time to move on. Time to move on from Andy Dalton.
Red Rifle, I should say. All right, so to analyze these, we were talking about autographs last week, so I said, hey, it'd be a great segment to talk about their autographs. So from Elite, which we have case breaks of Elite today, and we have a couple more PYTs, and this stuff supposedly has already gone up. It's like I said, football's back. So 3 hits per box, 2 autos. You're getting almost a pen pal on-card auto every box, which you probably won't have that ratio of on-card rookie premier guys and a lot of other products going forward. But Elite, I wanted to analyze these 3 guys' autos and see what you think. Who's the winner on just pure autographs? So you got Dwayne Haskins. There's his auto. Got Kyler.
I haven't even seen the last guy, but I'm gonna go with Kyler.
And then you got crazy-eyed Daniel Jones. So who's got the best autograph, Dan?
Daniel Jones.
You think Daniel Jones got
Based
the best
on name alone.
Oh. Take the name out of the equation. And, yeah.
My boy Kyler got the best auto.
Actually, I would say Kyler has the 3rd best auto out of those guys.
Really?
I would go
Okay.
Daniel Jones, Dwayne Haskins, and then
K
Kyler
is
Murray.
special, dude.
I don't know.
That's a
about-
good-looking auto.
It isn't.
It is a good-looking auto.
No,
It's all right.
It's
It's
okay.
It's big. It's bold.
He's probably third on my list.
Yeah, mine too.
No,
it looks a little disorganized.
No, you guys, dude.
Yeah,
Whatever.
look,
You're buying
Yank-
into the Kyler Murray hype, dude.
Yank Pats, Kyler, Daniel, and then the other guy.
No,
Yeah,
the other guy.
Dwayne.
No,
Dwayne
Daniel Jones.
Haskins.
Yeah, Haskins autos. It looks like he does.
Jones, Haskins, and then Murray.
You know why Dan's going with he's going with Haskins because out of us three he has the worst auto, so he's trying to like give the worst auto some street cred. Actually, your auto is kind of similar to Dwayne Haskins, so that's probably why you're jumping on that. On
My
that
auto's not that nice.
it isn't. It isn't. Kyler's is nice.
That's a good-looking auto.
I can't even make it out. It actually looks like he wrote Doug.
He did.
Where's the? He looks like he got a
Doug.
G on there.
This is Doug.
That looks like it looks like he could be writing my name, Doug Caskey, right there. It's about the same. There's a lot of the same letters in there. The D, the S, and the K.
That ending part looks like Y too. The last part.
Yeah, it looks like it could be. I don't know how he got an S out of there. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, hey, that's a good point. Yank says it looks like Donovan Mitchell's auto in the early days. It does. Kyler's he's worked on his. He's got it down, and that's probably
Dude, that's not a good-looking auto.
That's some penmanship. Right
it
there.
is, man.
Whatever.
But so yeah,
Opposite day.
opposite day, right? So yeah, we got more Elite coming up. We got Stadium Club coming up, and man, that's all I have for the show today. Unless you guys want to talk about something else, I've that was my topic list. So
We didn't talk about Goodwin Champions.
we didn't, which I'm excited to break. I'm excited to see what we can get out of Goodwin Champions. It's pretty much the only product that you can get Jordan in.
Is it safe to compare Goodwin Champions to Topps Allen and Ginter?
Yes, I think
is it safe
it's safe to compare it. They have the minis, they have the weirdness. I think Goodwin is weirder, if that's a word. I think it's almost like Allen and Ginter on LSD a little bit. I would think, but like I said, it's the only product now that we've been reduced down to this. We don't have any exquisite collegiate anymore. We don't have any SP authentic collegiate anymore. It's the only product that you can pretty much pack pull a Michael Jordan card in.
Well, you got Michael Jordan. You have Luka.
Luka's in there.
You have Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer Love Hewitt's in there. Actually,
what else?
let's go over the checklist, dude. I'm ready.
Chris wants us to talk about the Atlanta Falcons.
I like the Atlanta Falcons. I like Calvin. I think Calvin Ridley is going to go over 1,000 yards.
Doug's not sure what they're going to do now since the heartbeat is now with the 49ers.
Yeah, I mean, he did lose Tevin Coleman. So
You lose Tevin Coleman, and it's I don't know how you replace that.
it's tough.
Actually, I think it has a lot to do with Freeman being healthy. I think if Freeman's healthy, they're going to be good.
I'm going to go over the autograph set checklist in Goodwin.
Oh, we got Ayton?
We got 8, but yeah, so we got 311. The whole band signed some cards. We have Allison Fisher, billiards player.
Look at that.
Alexandra O'Loughlin. Brandon Boyd. Brandon Boyd's got autos in there from
okay.
Incubus.
That's pretty sick, dude. What the hell is that?
Yeah. So signature kicks is going to be what everybody's chasing. And they've got Jordan. They got Simmons. I don't know if they have LeBron. I'm looking to see if LeBron's in there.
That is sick.
Yeah, JFK cut auto with some pieces from JFK history stuff is going to be pretty awesome. Buster Douglas has an auto in there. Chad Sexton? Is that from Chili Peppers? Is that Chad Sexton? Who's Chad Sexton? Why does that name sound familiar?
Chad Smith.
Chad Sexton, musician. I got to look this up now. Chad Sexton. No, because it's Chad Smith, right?
Chad Smith is the drummer.
Chad
also
Sexton.
known as
That's 311. So he must have signed autos by himself. So they have autos, but Julio Cesar Chavez is in there. Jennifer Love Hewitt, Luka, Miles Bridges. See, that's another exclusive that we failed to even remember, but Miles Bridges from the Hornets is exclusive to Upper Deck. Michael Gallup, that's odd. Nick Hexum.
No, Maynard's not in there, is he?
Who?
Maynard from Tool?
What is it? Unless he went under a different name, I don't see Maynard. Steve Caballero. Steve Caballero signed in this year's Goodwin, which I think you have a connection somehow with Steve Caballero. He's in here. Tiger Woods, which is exclusive to Upper Deck. Wayne Gretzky, exclusive to Upper Deck.
I have a connection that he lived in San Jose. And So I guess you have it.
Oh, I have a connection to that?
Yeah. No.
No Maynard that I can see. Victor Robles signed for some reason.
For some reason.
For some reason. Just odd guys. Ari Spears, famous comedian.
This guy does impressions, right?
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like they have LeBron, but the signature kicks checklist is Ayton, Doncic, Jordan. So Jordan has 2 subsets, and Tiger Woods. So,
Ooh,
and then they also have, this might be crazy. So there's exquisite, the 0304 design, and they have Luka with the 0304 design RPAs,
Cool.
and Victor Robles. I don't know why they have him. So it's gonna be kind of interesting.
Well, you're not gonna hang out with Victor Robles and not get his autos, right?
Right, exactly.
But I wonder how that worked with his licensing with Topps. I guess he's not exclusive, so I guess he can sign for whoever. But
And they have a pretty big cut checklist too. They have Cool Papa Bell, which I remember hearing that story when I was a kid. I think TJ told me it. Susan Sarandon, which I don't think she's passed, but she has a cut auto in there.
she's alive.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen has a cut auto.
Mm-hmm. Yogi Berra.
The Tool Man.
Yeah, Tim the Tool Man. Ed Asner, Ella Fitzgerald, Dave DeBouchier from basketball, David Copperfield, Dr. Jack Ramsey, John Wooden. So they also have Turkish Airlines EuroLeague autograph sets that does not have Luka in it. That's weird. Goodwin Champions update autograph set. So yeah, Shohei Ohtani is in there. They have Shohei Ohtani autos.
Is that the exquisite design you're talking about?
Yes.
Oh, those are pretty dope.
Yeah, they kind of trolled Panini with having Luka signed and videotaped it, put on Instagram. So, but I'm excited. We got 4 breaks of that today. I think they're all sold out. So we're doing it random letter. So that'll be pretty exciting. And you'll be able to see those on our feed within the next few hours. We'll be starting to break those bad boys. So, but that's all we got for the show, guys. Did anybody have any questions? I haven't. Maynard autos are not cheap. I have a connection to Tiger. Wayne Gretzky auto, both drafted by Wu-Tang. All right, so there's. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody's input there because we like to include you guys in the show. Conor McGregor, is he in there? But I didn't see him, but could be. McGregor. All right, well, that's it for today's show. We're going to get ready for some more Stadium Club, some more Elite, and what we're just talking about, Goodwin Champions. So we'll see you guys next week on show number 98. Peace out.
Peace. Take it away, Timmy T. One more.
Thanks for watching this episode. Visit MojoBreak.com for more info and your break spot.
The other song.